Hi folks, are you ready for some kohlrabi? Because I am. And in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you different fermentation recipes because it's my favorite way to actually preserve and eat kohlrabi. Well, besides fresh, because kohlrabi fresh is absolutely delicious, crispy, juicy, sweet. It's like a cabbage apple, if you will. But you know, one of my favorite methods for preservation, because it's so healthy for your gut, is of course fermentation. And we're going to show you some plain methods, but we're also going to get excited and a little bit exotic. So I'm excited about that. Let's go and harvest some of them, and then let's get into that fermentation station, shall we? We shall. Hi folks, we're Sophie and Philippe, two professional chefs and regenerative farmers on a mission to empower people to grow, cook and preserve nutrient-dense, regeneratively grown, delicious food. We bring you how-to recipes, stories that bridge the gap between the land and our plates, sprinkled with a pinch of humor and lots of grit. Join us for some honest cooking, regenerative living and fun farm-to-table courses and retreats. Bucket, scissors, let's go. All right, let's begin. So, first steps first, I'm going to clean all the kohlrabi by removing the leaves. Let me stop being so barbaric and put on an apron first. Let's make this a little bit more professional, shall we? Because you know, these kohlrabis, they can get everywhere. It's just a great way to hide a little extra pouch of the pregnancy belly still. Alright, so first I'm just ripping off all these leaves. Now it's very hot here and the plants had a bit of heat stress, so the leaves are not the best looking leaves I've ever seen. Otherwise you could cook with these. You could just use these in a stir fry after you take away the nervy bits, the center veins, let's say. We actually decided to shade the garden this summer for the first time to protect the plants from the heat stress. I love kohlrabi, and I'm not joking when I say that I really think it's like a cabbage apple. Sometimes I just eat them like an apple if they're nice and, you know, fresh out of the garden, harvested early in the morning, still crisp and cold. You bite straight into them. The tools you will need for this recipe are simple. A cutting board, a knife, a peeler, a few big mixing bowls, a grater, some scales, clear glass jars, preferably with a fermentation lid. Kohlrabi are fibrous near the stem and that part should be discarded, but if you're grating them, it is wise to keep the stem on as it is easier to hold whilst grating. Grate away, gently down the grater. Take a little break. All right, 20 kohlrabis to be exact later. I now have all the clean, freshly grated meat, if you will, veggie meat, veggie parts. And I'm going to weigh that out, and then I'm going to add 2.5% salt, and then I'm going to knead that in very well. Then I'm going to portion it up, and then I'm going to season individual batches. That's the easiest way to do it, with some extra spices and stuff. So let's get on to the weighing. I'm curious to see how much this is. I'm thinking around 4 kilos, 3.4 something. Let's see if I'm guesstimating that correctly. It ended up being 2.5 kilograms, and I added 60 grams of coarse sea salt to it. Do not use iodized salt. This can inhibit the lactobacilli from doing their thing. If you want to get into some more of the details on lacto fermentation, check out this article I wrote about it here, or check out this video we've made on the subject, making sauerkraut. Try to knead the salt in properly until the kohlrabi starts to release a ton of its own juice. Got myself a wide mouth funnel. The first one I'm going to make is just going to be a plain one, so that's salt and kohlrabi, nothing else. I'm going to just put that inside here.
Si sa, noi del sud parliamo a voce alta.
Make sure it's submerged. This lid lets air escape through the nipple at the top. It's perfect for lazy fermenting. You just pop it on and can forget about it on your counter. We will come back to the result at the end of this video. Now, let's do the second recipe. Now the second one I'm going to make is the one with caraway seed. I don't grow this myself, so this is store-bought. Caraway seed has a very distinct smell. It's very strong, and we in Holland also put it in cheese and stuff, and I really like it. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to just add it simply here. I'm going to add about a tablespoon for the entire jar. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to sort of alternate in layers, because I don't want to go and dirty up another bowl and all of that stuff. So we're going to go like this. Start off with a tiny bit of caraway. Spread it out a little. And then just continue the process. So the last one is going to be exciting. I'm going to mix it in this bowl. I'm going to add a handful of dehydrated onions that we made. There you go. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of paprika powder. Tiny bit of black pepper. 1 tablespoon of coriander seed. 3 piri piris. 3 cloves of garlic. And last but not least, a hand of these loquats. So I'm going to clean these first. As is true for all lacto ferments, it is important you work with clean tools and hands, and you make sure that all solids are submerged in the brine. Then close the jar with a fermentation lid, and if you don't have one of those, you will need to burp the jar every day until the ferment no longer produces any gases. Alright, so that brings us to these 3 ferments. They are going to stay on the kitchen counter for 3 to 7 days, depending on how warm it is in your home. But here it's going to take only 3 to 4 because it's really warm here right now. The warmer, the faster it goes. And after 3 days, I'm going to start tasting them. When I like the flavor, I'm going to pop them in the fridge. And then I'm going to let them basically mellow out over time, where the fermentation keeps happening. So it deepens the flavor and it sort of rounds everything off. It takes away only the sharp acidity and it develops more flavor over time, especially the ones that have more ingredients, you can imagine. And then after about 10 days, I'm going to change the lid to normal lids, because then no more gas is going to be forming as, aggressively as in the beginning. So that's it. And I'm going to show you how the result is in the next scene. Pushing all of that gas out. they've been bubbling away. Taste test. Here we go. We're gonna start off with the most bland one. Very reminiscent of just plain sauerkraut. Acidic, crispy, good. Next one, the one with the caraway. Yeah. This is the winner because caraway brings around this sort of floral, fruity touch, if you will. Something even more acidic. It's even more fresh when it has caraway inside. So I'm gonna very happily eat another spoonful of this. Oh yeah. Okay, moving on to the third one. That was very spicy. Let's see how this one turned out. It's nice, but this needs a lot more time to come together because this is very spicy at the moment, and it's also acidic, and of course these onions have rehydrated, but I think that this needs a little bit more time to become optimally good. We're day 4 right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these 3 more days on the counter, and then I'm going to switch the lids over because the gas will have stopped. It's almost stopped now already, and then I'm going to pop these into the fridge. My winner is definitely the caraway seed. This is going to be a great sort of kimchi-like one, and this one is just very plain and healthy and good for your, you know, sort of bland introduction of something acidic on a sandwich or in a salad. This one screams caraway, and I'm loving it. Scream away, my caraway. And yeah, the kimchi one needs a little more time, but it's also very delicious. Very spicy though. Time to close this fermentation station. I'm happy this was another success. We'll be boosting that microbiome for the weeks to come. If you want to check out the full recipe, you can go to our website as always. If you want to keep watching, check out one of these 2 playlists. Or better yet, if you want to come join us in Portugal, be sure to go to our website and check out all the dates. I'll leave them on the link here because you can join us to come and meet a like-minded group of foodies that love cooking, love gardening, and basically love life. If you feel like joining us, check out the dates and we'll see you soon. If not, or you can't make it, see you on the next one. The Farming Chefs, peace out.